gentlemen? So on the masculinity scale from 1 to 10, when somebody looks at you, where do you think you fall? A 1 would be a chick, and 10 would be this guy. How masculine do you come across? Well, gentlemen, you may be surprised to realize that you actually project a lot more masculine than you think. And today, I'm going to go over 10 surprising signs that you are more masculine than you think. So being a dude in today's world is a little bit confusing, right? Because masculinity is kind of like a dirty word. Everybody's yelling about toxic this and masculine that, and you're like, yo, what should I do? Am I too macho? Am I too masculine? Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, you are perfect. And the reality is that from a very young age, I was aware of the fact that I wasn't the biggest, I wasn't the strongest, I wasn't the most masculine dude. But this doesn't mean that I am not perceived as a masculine man. There are certain characteristics and features that are perceived as more manly or masculine. And today I'd like to go over them, starting with number 1, which is a big nose. Gentlemen, good news for all my fellow big nose brothers out there. The fact is that noses, bigger noses, are perceived as more masculine than little tiny dainty perfect little perv wanna punch you in the face noses. You know what they say, gentlemen? Big nose, big hose. What? Actually, nobody says that, and I can actually speak from experience, it's probably not true. But the second thing that is actually perceived as masculine, I've heard rumors, big hands, gentlemen, big old meat hooks are viewed as more masculine, all right? So here's the thing. I have never had big hands, but the one thing I have had are calluses, all right? My hands might not be all big, but they're definitely not buttery soft, because buttery soft hands also are viewed as more feminine. Gentlemen, rough those bad boys up. In my opinion, regardless of the size of the hands you're rocking, guys, the one thing you should be rocking are calluses, because calloused rough hands are manly. Number 3, a deep, robust, rich baritone voice, baby. My God, it's masculine. It is also something that I have never had, and I've always been super self-conscious about. Unfortunately, there's very little you can do about changing your voice, all right? It all happens during puberty when testosterone comes rocking and rolling through your body, making you get pubes, and also it makes your vocal cords longer and thicker and stronger. And the more testosterone you have at a young age, the deeper your voice is going to be. The other thing is number 4, which is a pronounced Adam's apple, all right? If you have a pronounced Adam's apple, this is also perceived as more masculine than somebody that actually doesn't have one, like me. So the size of your Adam's apple greatly depends upon the size of your larynx, right? When we're young, adolescents, all right, our thyroid cartilage joins with the larynx, and this little area is where the Adam's apple actually forms. Now, typically, people with larger Adam's apples do have deeper voices, but not 100% of the time. The 5th sign that you are viewed as more masculine than you even realize is that you have a muscular physique. That's what I'm talking about, baby. See, the hands might be small and the voice might be high, but I'm jacked, baby. Muscular physique is viewed as manly, gentlemen. If you've got broad shoulders, if you've got a small, narrow waist, if you've got the classic V-taper, gentlemen, or you just got any sort of muscles going on, you are viewed as more manly than somebody with a super soft dad bod. The 6th sign that you are more masculine than you realize, you've got a high testosterone level. Testosterone, baby, the more you have, the more manly and masculine you are perceived. But unfortunately, at around the age of 30, our testosterone starts to drop at about 1% per year. Now, the good news is that there are some things that we can do that is going to help maintain our body's production of testosterone, which includes lifting weights. Guys, nothing is better but your diet. This is also a critical component. Getting enough sleep, keeping your stress levels down so your cortisol level doesn't rise up, which is why I'm so excited to tell you about today's video sponsor, Roman. Roman has a new supplement designed to support testosterone production. They formulated their own supplements with transparent and scientifically backed ingredients. Great thing, guys, Roman's testosterone supplements are for anybody who want to help support their body's natural function. Getting started is super simple. All you got to do is hit that link down below. Get roman.com/alpha dailies. Their supplement contains vitamin D3, zinc, magnesium, maca, and ashwagandha in a unique blend designed by doctors, as you can't get the supplement anywhere else. To learn more about the ingredients, hit the link down below. Right now, if you go through our link, they're giving you $15 off your first order, which they will ship to you directly to your door with free 2-day shipping. Guys, hit that link down below. Get roman.com/alpha dailies to get $15 off your first order plus free 2-day shipping. shipping. That's GetRoman.com/alphadailies. The seventh sign that you are indeed a masculine dude, you've got a high sex drive. Sex drive is another one of those byproducts of testosterone oftentimes. When you've got a high sex drive, people perceive this as being a very masculine characteristic. But as we age, once again, testosterone levels, it starts to drop. Our sex drive and our interest in sex starts to also decrease. Eighth characteristic of masculine men is larger bone structure. Being big boned, right? Has anybody ever said, yo, you got big bones, Jimmy, or you've got a large wrist, or you've got large ankles? Guys, if you have a large frame or bone structure, this is perceived as very manly and masculine. Speaking of bones, number 9 is the size of your sausage. The deal is this: there's no getting around the fact that if you have a large penis, you are perceived as more manly and masculine than dudes that are like average or below average, like, you know, like us. According to Google, the average penis size when it's just like hanging out and not, you know what I'm talking about, is 9.16 inches. I'm kidding, centimeters, and 3.61 like inches when it's not all like, exactly. When it is all like that, well, then it's 13.12 centimeters or 5.16 inches. The takeaway is that if you are packing some serious heat down there, gentlemen, congratulations. All us average dudes hate you. Like, I'm talking hate you. So funny story, that not very funny at the time. When I was young, right, we didn't have pornography, right? We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have the internet. And so what did we have to do? Exactly. We had to snoop through our stepdad's sock drawer to find like tapes. You probably don't even know what that is, like VHS tapes. You put it in and you sit there and watch. I found this tape. I pop it in, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like all like 12 years old and I'm all excited because it was naughty, right? And all of a sudden I see this dude and he was like this. And from then until the age of like 25, oh my God, I'm deformed. I had no idea that that wasn't normal and that he was hung like a donkey. And last but certainly not least, the 10th sign that you are perceived as masculine, you've got a ton of body hair. Body hair, whether or not it is a full thick beard, it is chest hair, it is leg hair, it is, dare I say, back hair. If you got it, you are perceived as more manly and masculine than dudes that have little to no body hair. So now let's do this again. On a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of masculinity, 1 being a super spicy senorita, 10 being me. See, I told you, you'd be surprised. You're like at 13.8 on that scale. Being masculine doesn't mean that you're toxic. It doesn't mean that you walk around like punching cats and like keeping people down and being oppressive and being like, yo, mama, you're so sassy, I want to smack that ass. Just means that you're a dude and there's nothing wrong with being a dude.